Let S be the statement, the cube root of every irrational number is irrational. This statement is true, but the following proof is incorrect. Explain the mistake. Proof by contradiction. Suppose not. That is definitely the correct first step to make in a proof by contradiction. You assume the negation of the statement is true, which means you're assuming a falsehood, and by assuming a falsehood, we should eventually prove a contradiction. So this is the correct first sentence. Next we have, suppose the cube root of every irrational number is rational. We have to check that this is truly the negation of the original statement. The original statement says the cube root of every irrational number is irrational. This is a universally quantified statement on irrational numbers. So since this statement is universally quantified, that means the negation would be existentially quantified. So the negation would be that there exists an irrational number such that the cube root of that irrational number is rational. It's important that this every, which is universally quantified, gets swapped in the negation as existentially quantified. But here we can see that this person universally quantified the negation as well, which means that this is not actually the negation. So we already have our incorrect mistake here. We should have supposed that there exists an irrational number such that the cube root of that irrational number is rational. We would need to instantiate one specific irrational number such that the cube root of that specific irrational number is rational. From here it says, but 2 times the square root of 2 is irrational because it is the product of a rational and an irrational number. That's true. And the cube root of 2 root 2 is root 2. That's true as well, which is irrational. This is a contradiction, and hence it is not true that the cube root of every irrational number is rational. But that's not what we were trying to show. We're not trying to show that it is not true that the cube root of every irrational number is irrational. We would need to show that it is not true that the cube root of a specific irrational number is rational, and we never did that. So the proof is very close, it's just the negation is incorrect. Thanks everyone, and I'll see you in the next video.